Be ready for the dictation. Start. What are these countries? If you start from the last Pakistan, I would also include Afghanistan, although it does not touch India's borders. Tibet and China, Nepal, Burma, Indonesia, and Ceylon. In regard to Pakistan, the position has been a very peculiar one owing to the way Pakistan was formed and India was divided. And there have been not only all the upsets that you all know, but something much deeper, and that is a complete emotional upset of all the people in India and Pakistan because of this. It is a very difficult thing to deal with, a psychological thing which cannot be dealt with superficially. A year and a half or more has passed, and there is no doubt at all that our relations have improved and are improving. There is also no doubt at all in my mind that it is inevitable for India and Pakistan to have close relations sometime or other in the future. Para. I cannot state when this will take place, but situated as we are with all our past, we cannot really be just indifferent neighbors. We can be either hostile to each other or very friendly to each other. Ultimately, we can only be really very friendly, whatever period of hostility may intervene in between, because our interests are so closely interlinked. As far as the other countries are concerned, our relations with others are quite friendly. Take, for instance, Afghanistan, and our relations with Afghanistan are exceedingly friendly, and our relations with Tibet, Nepal, and all the neighboring countries are also very friendly. If our neighboring countries have in a sense the first place in our minds, then the second place goes to the other countries of Asia with whom we are also fairly intimately connected. Now India is very curiously placed in Asia, and her history has been governed a great deal by the geographical factor plus other factors. Whichever problem in Asia you may take up, somehow or other, India comes into the picture. But whether you think in terms of China or the Middle East or Southeast Asia, India immediately comes into the picture. It is so situated that because of past history, traditions, etc., in regard to any major problem of a country or a group of countries of Asia, India has to be considered. Whether it is a problem of defense or trade or industry or economic policy, India cannot be ignored. She cannot be ignored because, as I said, her geographical position is a compelling reason. She cannot be ignored also because of her actual or potential power and resources.